A Codex of the Eclipse Veil. Wondrous item. Very rare. This codex is bound in obsidian scales and inked in silver that glows under moonlight. This spellbook was once owned by a member of the Eclipse Coven, a secretive order in Arune's twilight-shrouded eclipse groves who communed with the shadow plane through ritual magic. Now lost to history, the Eclipse Covenant is rumored to have been wiped out when a void incursion turned the grove where they lived into a pocket of eternal darkness. Yet somehow this book survived and now lays dormant, waiting for someone to awaken its secrets. This item requires attunement by any creature. While attuned, you gain dark vision out to 60 feet, or extend your existing dark vision by 60 feet, and you have advantage on intelligence investigation checks to uncover hidden or obscured information. When reading the forbidden knowledge within, you may learn more about the shadow plane and how to commune with its inhabitants. But be warned, these texts are not for the faint of heart. Their study can drive a mortal insane. Are you brave enough to delve into their mysteries? Once per day as an action, you can read a passage to cast the augury spell, requiring no material components. Or you can read another passage to cast the clairvoyance spell with only the visual sensor and no material components. The difficulty of deciphering the correct passage is reflected by the DC 16 casting ability check. You must make the check when you attempt to cast the spell and again at the end of your turn while you are reading the passage. On a failed check, you misread the text and cannot cast the spell. If both checks succeed, you may cast the spell without expending a spell slot. The Codex has 4 charges, regaining 1d for expended charges at dusk. You can also spend 2 charges to cast the divination spell instead. Answers from these spells often include cryptic shadow imagery that takes time to interpret properly. If you have access to further volumes of forbidden lore, you might find more clues to unravel the cryptic messages and perhaps uncover further abilities granted by the shadow plane. The Codex's power doesn't stop there. Once per long rest, you can choose to consult the book for 10 minutes. Doing so allows you to gain advantage on a single ability check, attack roll, or saving throw before the next hour is over. But to receive this boon, you must first make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the void whispers to you, granting you disadvantage on all wisdom perception checks until the end of your next long rest. In addition, shadowy shapes haunt your vision and you have disadvantage on all dexterity saving throws against being frightened for the same duration. In addition to these abilities, the book holds vast knowledge of the Eclipse Covenant and the shadow plane. Some of this lore may help you to survive in the shadowful or other planes of shadow. Perhaps with enough research, you might even discover a way to contact its authors directly. But be careful what you wish for. The Codex is a relic of an ancient and powerful order of magic users, but their power should not be underestimated. Should you choose to wield its power unwisely, you may just find yourself facing the wrath of forces beyond your understanding. If you would like to learn more about the Eclipse Cove, please let me know in the comments section below. And if you enjoy this content, feel free to check out my social media accounts for updates. Now let's get back to our adventure. Lore. The Codex of the Eclipse Veil is a relic of the Eclipse Coven, a mysterious order of magic users who lived in the twilight-shrouded eclipse groves. In the Viridian Forest, they gained power by communing with the shadow plane through forbidden rituals, detailed in these very codices. However, the Cove's methods were not without risk, as they often attracted the attention of dangerous shadow entities lurking in the depths of the fell. When a void incursion ripped open the veil between the planes, the Eclipse Cove found themselves trapped in a pocket of eternal darkness within their grove. Those who did not flee in terror were consumed by the void, leaving only a handful of survivors to escape to the safety of the material plane. It is said that some members of the Eclipse Cove survived, hiding away their knowledge of shadow magic and hoping to one day return to reclaim their lost homeland. But others perished, lost to the insatiable hunger of the void, were driven mad by the whispers of forgotten gods. What happened to the Eclipse Coven remains a mystery, but their legacy lives on in the form of these ancient codices, each one containing secrets that could reshape the very fabric of reality. Some believe that the codices are nothing more than dangerous artifacts, relics of a bygone era that should be left undisturbed. Others see them as a key to unlocking the full potential of shadow magic, a chance to tap into the power of the shadowful without risking the dangers of planar travel. But whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain: the codices are a source of great power, and those who seek to control them will stop at nothing to obtain them. The Codex could lead the party to a sealed vault hidden deep within an eclipse grove, accessible only by those who understand the secrets of shadow magic. Inside the vault, the party could find powerful artifacts, lost treasures, or forbidden knowledge related to the Eclipse Cove. However, they would need to navigate deadly traps and overcome powerful guardians to claim their prize. Alternatively, the Codex could hold the key to understanding the origin of a nearby void rift, allowing the party to seal it before it grows out of control. To do so, they may need to venture into the Fel and retrieve an ancient artifact or negotiate with powerful shadow entities to gain their aid. But beware, for the void is a dangerous place, and the party may face creatures from beyond our reality that are eager to consume all light and life in their path. Perhaps a member of the party could use the Codex to summon a shadow creature from the Fel, such as a shadow warrior or a phantom assassin, to do their bidding. However, binding such a creature is a risky proposition, and the party may find themselves facing a powerful enemy that is just as likely to turn on them as it is to help them. Finally, the Codex could be stolen by a villain who intends to use it to become more powerful. It could be revealed that the villain is a member of the Eclipse Cove, who seeks to resurrect their order, or a heretic cleric of a light deity, who wishes to use shadow magic to corrupt their followers. The party could set out to retrieve the Codex before it escalates, or to stop the villain from summoning a creature from the Fel that could destroy the world. The Codex of the Eclipse Veil feels strangely cold to the touch, as if the shadows within are watching your every move. The silver ink that adorns its pages seems to pulse under the glow of the moon, whispering secrets of forgotten magic. Turning the brittle pages, you can almost hear the voices of long-dead acolytes chanting in a language that predates recorded history. Each glyph and symbol is a key to unlocking the mysteries of shadow. But beware, for the veil between the planes is thin and the whispers of madness can easily seep through. So, what do you think? Would you use the Codex of the Eclipse Veil? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.